Namaste. We are now in another episode to enjoy Sri Krishna's divine names as part of Naama Geetha series, the names of Sri Krishna that comes in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Now let's look at it. We all have our possessions, right? We all love our family, we all love our house, we all love our gadgets, we all love our laptops, our mobiles, our pads, and we love our cars, everything. Now what happens if somebody even asks to borrow it? We are either hesitant, you either say outright no, or hesitant to give, or even after giving, we keep peeping over the shoulders to see, ensure that it is safe. And cars, one small scratch in a big car, we get very annoyed with the whole thing. We are extremely protective about small things which we know has a very short shelf life. We ourselves buy new gadgets, or same gadgets in a different models in every 2 years or every 3 years. Now, if you are such protective about such small things, which we know that it has a very short shelf life, now imagine our Sri Krishna, who is our real father, who is a real brother, who is a real friend, who is also our Bharta, and how he is going to protect us. So he is going to protect us completely in full earnest, not just us. The dharma that he gave, it's very important. Sri Krishna is not just to protect us as humans or protect the trees and animals, he will definitely protect, but equally important, he is going to protect the dharma, the Sanatana Dharma, the way of life that is very righteous and that is going to uplift everybody one and around. That is more important, and that is why Arjuna addresses Sri Krishna as Shasvata Dharma Gopta in 11th chapter, 18th sloka. So the sloka goes like this.
Tvamaksharam paramam veditavyam Tvamasya vishvasya param nidhanam Tvamavyaya Shasvata Dharma Gopta Sanatanastvam Purusho Mato Me.
In the 11th chapter, 18th sloka, Arjuna addresses Sri Krishna as Shasvata Dharma Gopta. Shasvata, we know, permanent. Dharma, we know, our Sanatana Dharma. Gopta is one who is protector. So Arjuna addresses Sri Krishna as the protector of the permanent Dharma, Shasvata Dharma. Now, which is the permanent Dharma? Our own Sanatana Dharma. We saw earlier that this Dharma is so relevant to any times, though it is times immemorial. It is Apaurishayam. We don't even know when this Dharma started. We don't know how long. It's Anadi. It is endless. So, even 1,000 years later, a million years later, we can be sure that our Sanatana Dharma will be applicable to those times, because that is why it's called Shasvata Dharma, a permanent Dharma which helps every individual to lead his or her life in the righteous way. And who is the protector of such Shasvata Dharma? Sri Krishna himself. Now, Sri Krishna gives a lot of hints. In the 4th chapter, we are in the 11th chapter, in the 4th chapter itself he says, I am here to protect the Dharma. He gives some glimpses. But Sri Krishna not only gives us hints now, he doesn't preach. In fact, this whole Bhagavad Gita is about Krishna preaching to Arjuna or teaching to Arjuna. Very easy, we all say it's very easy to say, no, sure, let's live by somebody what is talking about. That's normally, right? We give free advices, but when we have to face the same situation, we end up doing something else. It's normal human thing. But then he is Purushottama, right? So he is not going to just teach and leave it like that. He does the reverse. He does the practicals first and then comes to theory. Now, as Narasimha, what did he do? He came at an instant to protect his devotee, the child, when just by sheer pointing a finger saying that the God is there in this pillar, he came up in this. Was he there in the pillar? He is actually omnipresent. He is there everywhere. But was he hiding there waiting for Prahlada to show the hands there? No. Prahlada pointed his hands in direction and Lord came there itself. Why? To protect Dharma. Prahlada was a dharmic child and Adharma was trying to crush the Dharma. He crushed Adharma. Same thing happened as Rama. What did he do? Pitruvakya Paripalana. He says, obey your parents. Just go by the direction of the elders. He does exactly the same thing in the entire Avatara, not just listening to Dasharatha, but also to Vishwamitra, to Valmiki, various sages. He just goes by what it is. Then does he protect everybody on the way? Yes. He embraces Guha, he protects Sugriva, he then grants moksha to Jatayu, he then grants, release from the curse to Akalya. So the whole thing he keeps doing. Vibhishana, he grants surrender. He does at every stages, even to Ravana. Okay, he says, he tries to put in some advice to him and says, just give back my wife, we will go, we don't have to fight. And in fact, Swami Sri Desikan in his Paramartha Suti, Yativa Ravana Yutti Tirumde, he says, when Sugriva and others ask that why are you granting surrender to Vibhishana, who is enemy's brother, Rama says, why Vibhishana? Even if Ravana asks for surrender, I will give you. That is the greatness, and he does all this in his earlier avatar, then comes as Krishna and starts preaching to Arjuna, says, this is how you should live. Normally, theory is done first, practical is done second, but here you will see that Sriman Narayana in his various incarnations first does the practicals. He lives by what he is going to say later, so that it's very easy and people to relate, yes, here is one who has lived what she is teaching. Here Sriman Narayana is teaching us what he has lived as Narasimha and Sri Rama in various, even in Krishna Avatar you can see in various places. He actually first demonstrates and lives and then actually starts preaching towards the end in Kurukshetra war at this time when he is reciting the Bhagavad Gita. So this whole 11th chapter, as we know, is the Vishwarupa chapter, where Arjuna, again, I would like to say, it's a realization chapter of Arjuna, where he realizes the greatness of Sriman Narayana, but who is here as Sri Krishna. After seeing the Vishwarupa, he sees everything. And that is what helping Arjuna to understand Sri Krishna more and more, and realizes here is one who is a true protector of not just Arjuna here, not just of the Pandavas there in the war field, but he is the protector of Shasvata Dharma, the Sanatana Dharma, which helps people to live in a righteous way, uplifting themselves, uplifting everybody around them, everything around us, and moving up the ladder. Now, moving up is what? That is again the definition of Hindu, if you have to come up and say, one who realizes the body and Atma are different, and Atma is eternal, body is perishable, and this Atma belongs to Sri Krishna. All we have to do is surrender at the divine feet of Sri Krishna, and that is the real final upliftment that one Atma can look for. And who is the protector of this whole path of Sanatana Dharma is Sri Krishna, Shasvata Gopta, right? Shasvata Dharma Gopta. Shasvata Dharmam is our Sanatana Dharmam, the Gopta is the protector, and let us pray to Sri Krishna as Shasvata Dharma Gopta and surrender at his divine feet. Namaste.
Madhava Achyuta Krishna Hare Rishikesha Kesava Govinda Vasudeva Bhagavan Jana